Last week, we heard Hugh Grant on the champagne carpet at the Oscars.
Oh, yes.
Chris Demm said he sounded a little twatty.
Well,
I think it's fair. I think it's a fair point. I think that word.
it was twatty.
I think he was a little twatty. Don't you think? He was talking on the red carpet.
What's her name? Ashley Graham, the model actor?
That's right. And she's interviewing him, and this was the exchange.
What are you most excited to see tonight?
To see?
Yeah, well, I know that you probably watched a few of the movies. Are you excited to see anybody win? Do you have your hopes up for anyone?
No one in particular.
Okay, well, what are you wearing tonight then?
Just my suit.
Your suit? Who made your suit? You didn't make it.
I can't remember, my tailor.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the tailor.
Yeah.
So tell me, what does it feel like to be in Glass Onion? It was such an amazing film. I really loved it. I love a thriller. How fun is it to shoot something like that?
Well, I'm barely in it. I'm in it for about 3 seconds.
Yeah, but still, you showed up and you had fun, right?
Almost.
Okay, all right.
That was okay, twatty. All right, fine. Now, we've already mentioned this person on our air today.
And it's not T-Bone?
It is not T-Bone. What friend of Hugh Grant do you think's come forward to defend him over that exchange? We've already mentioned the person on our air today.
It's not Biggie.
It's not Biggie. It's not T-Bone. It's a celebrity. It's not Ben Affleck. It's not Matt Damon.
Viola.
It is not Viola Davis, although we mentioned a lot. It's not Michael Jordan. Well, we mentioned a lot of people on here today.
We did.
Haven't we? We've already said a lot of
Jessica Alba.
It is not Jessica Alba, although she's got
the
a
cast
quality.
of Pitch Perfect.
It is not the cast of Pitch Perfect. It's not the cast. It's not Matt Dillon. It's
Wild Things.
It's not the cast of Wild Things. It's not Denise Richards.
Well, I missed a lot.
God,
You really missed a lot
of people on
When
here.
you miss a little, you miss a lot.
Man, listen to all these people we've mentioned today.
What's Glass Onion?
It was like a whodunit.
Yeah. Okay. He said it 3 seconds, Dave. What do you
Well, maybe that's why I didn't want to watch.
Maybe.
He wasn't in it long enough.
That's right. It is not. It's none of those.
None of the above.
It's not Bill Murray. Okay. It's not Chevy.
Family
It's not Chevy. It's not
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
It is not.
The guy that murdered his wife on
It
Family
is
Feud.
not the guy that murdered his wife on Family Feud.
At least I'm not a twat.
As he's being led away in cuffs.
Yeah, but Hugh Grant's a twat. Let's face it.
I may have killed my wife, but I'm not a twat. Like that Hugh Grant. Anybody see the Oscars?
It's Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore was on her show defending him.
It's funny, too, because there's like this thing going around with like him and Ashley Graham on the red carpet, and people are like, oh, he's such a, a curmudgeon, and she's so thrown. I'm like, no, that is Hugh Grant. You think you're getting this charming movie star, and what you really get is grumpy Hugh, and then you fall in love with Grumpy Hugh. The person that Ashley Graham met on that carpet is the real Hugh.
That's true, Hugh. He is a twat. He really is a twat, but you love him. Here's an example. The two of them made a movie together called Music and Lyrics. Drew Barrymore was in it, and Hugh Grant was in it. I've not seen the film.
I've not seen the film.
Okay, she sang a song in the movie. And during promotion of the movie, Hugh, without her on the set for the promotion, said, I don't think Drew would mind me saying this. Her singing is absolutely horrendous. I've heard dogs bark better than she sings. Drew says, that's just Hugh.
That's Drew. Drew. Hugh.
That's just
Drew.
Hugh.
That's Hugh.
Exactly.
He's an ass.
He is. But we
A
love him.
special kind of ass.
We just love him. Exactly. It's like me with this weight loss challenge.
It's an interesting defense.
It is.
A lot of people are calling him an ass because he is.
Because he is. But we love
That's
him.
the real
That's
Hugh.
the real Hugh. At the weight loss challenge, here's the update. So
yes.
many people at our St. Patrick's Day party asked me, did you win the weight loss challenge? I didn't know until Saturday. I was in a competition at our gym. About 150 guys in it, and you had a male winner and a female winner. You win $1,000.
So was this when they were going to reveal the results at the luncheon?
That's right.
Did you walk the red carpet?
Right.
Did you put on a suit? Did you bring the fam? They come to support Daddy?
I asked if they wanted to. They said no. They said, we don't want to come and we don't want to go to this, but good luck. And I said, okay, I'll go.
Were you looking forward to anything in particular? when you arrived?
$1,000 winning. That's what I was looking forward to, yes.
Were you looking for somebody else to win? Were you going to be happy for them?
No. It was like the Oscars because, they announced it like third place, second place, first place. And when I went there, I thought, I really want to win this thing. And so many people had told me I lost 24 pounds and almost 4% body fat. And so many people said to me, you're going to win. But, see, I go every day at noon, and that's the only people I see.
That's the cross-section you see.
That's it. So there are classes. It's a class-based shift starting at 5 a.m. and going through 6 p.m. And I only see, of the 8 classes a day, I only see one group, But people in my group are like, oh, you're going to win. Look, you've done well. And I really did. I did everything to the letter because why? I want to come out of the pool with abs and be shirtless,
Phoebe Cates style.
Right. Yeah, I want to be Phoebe Cates. Okay. So we get to the lunch and everybody's like, are you ready for your 1,000? Like, I don't know, guys. Come on now.
Was there a speech tucked into your pocket?
You better believe
in
it.
case?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
In your jacket pocket?
But then I looked
And a
around.
hanky.
Now, I looked around at some other guys I hadn't seen in a while, and they were looking pretty good. Brian C. Brian C. was there.
Always one to watch.
Okay. One to watch, and he's in my class, and we were chatting with other people, and other guys were saying, well, I lost 15 pounds, but I lost 7% body fat. And I was like, oh, boy, really? Because the formula, I don't know. And it was tight. I was this is going to be close, So comes time to do it. They announce third place. Third place wins a gift basket. Right, drum roll. Third place wins a gift basket. And they're like, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. I didn't win. Okay. I was standing next to my friend Mike, and I was like, okay.
So what's describe the scene here? What are we looking at?
We went to a brewery, and everybody got a free drink. And that was really nice. And they had little appetizers and stuff.
Which no one touched.
Right. Of course not.
You
No.
can't.
No.
To be seen, touching?
Of course. And it's a beautiful place. And it was outdoors under a tent. And the day was beautiful. It was cool, but they had fire pits. And it was and heaters.
Are we seated or are we milling about?
We're milling about. Some
Okay.
people were sitting, but we were milling about. There's probably, 200 people there. And then on the stage was the gym director, the head coach. And she said, okay, it's time to announce the winner.
Okay, so the third place winner, steak knife.
Gift basket. Right, nothing. Yeah, so first the woman, then the man. They walk up there, like, third place, blah, blah.
Speeches or just
a quick
picks and then
picture, a picture. Okay. Second place, free month at the gym. Your membership's paid for a month. Okay, all right, pretty good deal.
That's $1.
They announce it. It was a woman I didn't know and a friend of mine named Ryan. And Ryan was skinny already, and so they went up there.
So you're still in the running.
I turned to Mike and said, I'm going to have to make the speech.
You want to shake my hand now? Because it may not make time later.
Did you wet your lips, fix your brows,
Ready to go?
Let me do a little something here.
pinch your cheeks?
Ready to go? That's right.
When they announce my name, I want you to be the guy that screams, "Let's go!"
I told Mike. I told Mike that.
Take my arm as you walk me to the stage.
So I nuzzled up a little closer to the stage, So
You
they
do,
said,
yeah.
And the winner is, and they said, a guy you all know and love. And I start waving. And they say, Mike Haran, Officer Mike, who's a police officer, and I come walking up there with hands raised. And then Mike Haran from the back said, I think they said my name. And
What?
I said, what?
Not me.
What? And they had to take me off the stage, and Mike Haran, who lost, I think he said 17 pounds and 7 or 8% body fat.
Wow.
Beat me in the formula. So it turned out later, I went to the coach, and she said, that was really embarrassing.
Yeah.
And she said I finished 5th out of all that. 4th was Brian C. And he just got honorable mention, and then I finished 5th. They did some sort of formula with a percentage of body weight change. The winner had like a 15-point-something% change, and I had a 13.7%. So it was that close.
Look, Coach Kathy, all I need is 5 more votes.
I told her. I said, can we find 5 votes
That's all I'm looking for.
over by the treadmills? Is there any way? No, we could not. And so congratulate Officer Mike and the rest of the crew that won. But that was difficult because I had to sit there and put on a smile for everybody. Because we milled about another 20 minutes going, oh, congratulations.
Do you think the criminals noticed Officer Mike's weight loss as he chases them? Damn, Officer Mike! You're quicker.
Yeah. He's the fastest guy on the force.
Yeah.
Last month, you couldn't catch me.
Really, he's really doing well.
Did you regress after this? I know how you are. You eat your feelings.
I didn't. I mean, I wanted to. But I didn't. In fact, yesterday was my son's 18th birthday.
Oh, yes.
And we went out for dinner at a place. Well, it's called Kau, K-A-U. It's just his favorite restaurant. And they have burgers and steaks. And
Love it.
They have their own butcher shop.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had red meat in over 2 months.
Yeah.
And my daughter decided that for the table, we got 2 sausage dips and some pork nachos.
For the table?
Yeah.
Of
4.
I was going to say, is this like 13, 14 people, the whole family?
That was the meal, right? You weren't going to order anything else.
Interestingly, well, first we were going to get, because my daughter wanted the pork, she wanted the sausage dip for herself.
Yeah.
And I said, well, no, you have to share with the table. And she goes, well, then get 2.
Wow. She talks.
So we decided on, all right, we'll get 2 appetizers. We'll get 1 sausage dip and 1 pork nacho.
That works.
But he accidentally brought 2 sausage dips because we had been talking about it. And then he goes, oh, my mistake. We'll throw in the pork nachos for free. So at the table, we have 2 sausage dips and a pork nacho.
Your daughter got what she wished for.
She did. She got her own. And I didn't have a bite of it because I haven't had red meat in that
you just sit there looking at the other 3.
I sat there, and my wife said...
Pork isn't red meat.
I think it is. I think it is red.
It's the other white.
I know they call it that, but I'm off of that. I'm chicken and fish.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You're just chicken and
I'm
fish.
chicken and fish. And so my wife said, why don't you try this? Why don't you have this? And I said, no, I'm not going to have it. So it was one of those where we're staring at each other like, no,
God bless her.
I'm not going to eat it.
I'm not going to do this in front of the kids.
And she tried.
If you don't dip that toast point in the GD sausage dip, there's going to be a scene.
It's his birthday.
She said that.
Yeah.
It's his birthday.
Tell me you want him to take a bite for your birthday. Huh?
So there's 3 people eating at this meal.
3 people, 3 apps.
3 apps.
We haven't even
one app for
ordered
each of
mains
them.
yet.
No.
And I sat idly by and did not have anything.
Just grumped into your water with lemon.
Grumped into my water.
Water,
That's exactly
lemon,
right.
no ice.
That's right. And they came around and they were like, okay, what's everybody get? Well, my son gets the cheeseburger, which is cheese. What a burger. It's got all this cheese on it.
Yeah.
And my wife gets a bacon cheeseburger, and my daughter gets like chicken tenders and fries and everything. And then I got a tuna
And for the lady.
Did your wife order for you?
I got the small tuna poke bowl.
God almighty.
So when they bring it out, first they bring the bacon burger, they put it in front of me.
Of course.
It's not mine. I have to hand.
The wife gets the poke.
Right. Then they bring the cheeseburger. It's like, that's my son's.
It's not mine either.
No. So finally they're like, are you serious? You bought
Were you chicken tender? No.
Were the servers back next to the kitchen pointing at the table?
Yeah, they're like,
look at him.
Look at this guy.
This guy eats.
I know.
Look at the little girl.
Well, I did have a cupcake. I said, okay, because I wasn't going to get one. We bought those the day before at a bakery place. And I said, she goes, okay, what kind of cupcake do you want? And I said, I'm not having a cup. She goes, you're going to have, it's his 18th birthday.
Yeah.
You're...
Stay out of this, boy.
You're going to have a cupcake. By the way, my son says, and this was his take on turning 18. He goes, 18 is so overhyped. You can't even do anything but vote. And I said, and then I said, well, you got a pretty big election next year. And he goes, well, it's not like it's for president. And I said, actually, it is.
Oh, brother.
He goes, my first election is not even going to be for president. I said, yeah, actually, it's going to be for president. And so it was a...
Did he get some fun gifts?
Cash. We gave him cash.
Gift cards.
Gift cards. And then, yes.
Did he enjoy his day?
Oh, he loved his day.
Good.
He had a great day. He wanted a Yale sweatshirt, which we got him. And I don't really know why. He likes that look. You know, he loves these college sweatshirts. So he got a Yale shirt. And he said, do you think people will make the mistake and think I'm going to Yale? And I said, no.
Not even on his birthday, he couldn't fake it?
I said,
not even from a distance?
I don't think anyone.
Oh, are we celebrating someone getting into Yale?
Graduation's until next month, 6 weeks?
No, we are not. Just little things like that.
Now, he's on the clock for his decision, isn't he, your son?
Oh, yes, he's on the clock. Well, he has until May 1st, but we're going to get it done. But we're going to get it done earlier than that. He's down. It's Appalachian State. It's East Carolina. Although, my wife's come up with something interesting. There's UNC Wilmington probably was his first choice. They turned him down. Just not even a wait list or anything. It was just no from UNC Wilmington. My wife says now that people are starting to make their decisions, let's email them and say, here's a second chance at this young man. Here's his...
Take another look.
Take another look at this young man. So we might. We've got time.
Does that topic come up every day in the house, or is he sort of in charge of making the
He's in
the
charge. I think he's in charge mostly, and it's backburnered now. But he will. He's going back to East Carolina on Saturday for their open house.
Okay.
So it'll be the second visit there. He's had 2 to Appalachian.
So he would pick Wilmington over ECU?
Yeah, surprising. He really wants to go to Wilmington, but they have said no. And I told you, I think we like Appalachian as parents because we went there, but he likes East Carolina. He got a better feel of the campus and everything when he went there. So we'll see. There was another. Kristen and I noticed this too. We had an event Friday night for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yes.
The cold and rainy St. Patrick's Day party. But
those are the best.
Spirits not dampened.
You should have seen the pretty girls out there. Dave.
Wearing next to nothing, Dave.
I mean, I couldn't even believe. I mean, I said.
That's a fine town.
I pulled Christopher. I said, "Don't you know that girl's cold?" And I'm pointing at her.
That dress is backless.
That dress.
She don't feel it.
A lot. A lot of young.
They don't feel the cold.
No, apparently not. Well, I wanted to.
I have a son your age. Why are you telling me that? I'm reminding myself.
You can never be too careful.
Yeah. That was said out loud a lot.
Right.
I have a son your age.
I have a son your
Why do you
age.
keep saying that? It's a reminder of myself.
We should have brought him.
He would have fit right in there, I think. Yeah. Except he couldn't get under the tent.
No, he wouldn't be able to get in the tent.
Show your ID there.
Right.
But we had an email from our salesperson who was coordinating this whole thing before we went. And see if you can spot the typo here now. This was for us to say at the event on the air. We were
hype it up.
Green beer, the whole party's here, the crowd's here. Here's the food.
Live music, pop, pop, pop.
She listed the food. Irish stew, corned beef and cabbage, badgers and mash.
Oh, I know who this is.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
I said, are we having badgers and mash?
Because not badger season. That's in the fall.
There are no badgers in Ireland.
Is this a typo? It's not. What?
Yeah, I'm reading it on
the
the
banger
air.
truck crashed.
Yeah, we're having badgers and mash out here.
Just loving life.
Badger truck backs up to the restaurant.
No one's touched the stew.